companies going in to help. But I will tell you, across the country, we don't teach financial guidance in the schools, right? I mean, I don't have to tell you folks, we all live it every single day. And so we deal with doctors, lawyers, whomever that have mismanaged their money. You know, we are a nation that has more debt than any other organization, any other country out there. And when you think about that, that's a huge problem. So as we move forward, we look forward to working with all of you to try to fix some of the challenges that we see in front of us. Because it's our responsibility, it's all of our responsibilities. And I would just ask you to think about what I said earlier. You know, I task myself and I task the folks at City to really think differently. You know, how can we partner differently than what we're partnering today? How can we deal with different organizations? How can we be more effective? How can we leverage our resources better than we do today? And when you think about that, I think you may all think about perhaps you can do something different also. And I know there's many folks out here who you do think creatively. Because you're coming up to me and telling me what we can do, right, Hortensia? Here's what you can think about doing and partnering, and that's great. And I will tell you, that's what I loved about this conference is a lot of great ideas floating around and people thinking about how can we do it differently? Because that's what we need to do. I would be remiss if I did not introduce our community folks, because I'm very proud of the people that we have in California. And I was saying this to Aubrey. You know, at City, we expect our employees, we expect them to do a lot. And there's the responsibilities, and we have volunteer programs and volunteer days, and I think people do a great job. But I will tell you, in California, on the West Coast, I think our folks, bar none, do a fabulous job, certainly in our organization. And they're passionate, they're everywhere. And hopefully you've seen them, whether it's, you know, trying to build affordable housing, you know, with the hammers and the nails, or it's financial literacy, or whatever it may happen to be. They're out there, they're everywhere. And it's the things that are important to the organization, the initiatives that are important to the organization, but it's also our employees' initiatives, the things that they care about, that they're passionate about. We get involved with those things too, because that's what makes a difference, right? We work together to make that happen. So let me introduce Cheryl Evans. Cheryl, many of you know Cheryl. And Cheryl, there's a couple, not a couple, there's a bunch of folks at the tables 1 and 2. If you have not met City folks, there's community folks here, there's business folks here. Please make certain to reach out to them to either start a new relationship with us or perhaps reinvigorate an old relationship that we haven't paid attention to or you haven't paid attention to, because that's what it's going to take for us to work together and drive this to another level. I thank you, Len, for having me here. Thank you, sir. And I thank you for really, for pushing. And Bob, congratulations. I truly, truly agree. You know, at the end of the day, we get the call, we get the fax letter, we get the email, but you know what? It keeps us on task. And so when you're starting to move in a different direction, there's Bob. and truly, he makes a huge difference in this community. And he makes a huge difference nationally. And I think you folks know that. So Bob, I know I give you a hard time, you give me a hard time, but I will tell you I appreciate what you do. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you for this event, and we look forward to continuing to work with you. Thank you so much.